Hi, this is Patrick with Perching Wolf Studios, and it is time for Monday Medicine. So, what I do is I have this nifty deck of cards. They're called medicine cards by Jamie Sams and Dave Carson, I think. and each card has a different animal on it, a different animal spirit guide. And so I draw a card every week to see which animal is going to bring their energy or medicine to us for the week and give us some perspective and context within which to view all the happenings of that week. So I am going to shuffle the cards. And Armadillo jumped out of the deck. So this week, our animal spirit guide is Armadillo. So, Armadillo medicine is all about boundaries. If you think about the armadillo and his armor, he's the perfect example of setting healthy boundaries. And so this week, there might be times when you need to make sure the shields are up. One of the best ways I know of shielding that I learned in a class a while back is to sit quietly, close your eyes, and imagine to yourself, love before me, love behind me, love to the left of me, love to the right of me, love below me, love above me, love within me, love all around me. And that pretty much covers it. So that is, and when I love that because that's not putting on armor like putting on a chainmail suit of armor or anything like that, which when you do that, you're shielded and you're protected, but you're also carrying this weight on your shoulders. And true boundaries, true protection, spiritual protection is something natural to you. It is a part of you, just like the armadillo's armor is a natural part of its body. It doesn't put on an extra suit to protect itself. It has everything it needs within itself. And the same is true for you. You are light and you are love. And with that little setting of light and energy around you, that's your own energy. That's not coming from someplace else. That is your own energy, your own light coming out. That's why I love that love within me, love all around me, because I picture the light coming from my heart and just swirling around. Because you are protected, especially when you align yourself with your inner divinity, with your inner self, higher self, and you're in tune with the universe as much as you can be. The universe guides you and takes you to places where you are safe, and there are no things that can stand against you that you can't handle, because only what can come through when you think about that love around you, everything, what that does is translates everything that comes towards you into love, so that only love gets through. Only love is invited, only love gets through. And one of my favorite stories of the Buddha is when he was under the Bodhi tree, meditating, trying to find enlightenment, and the king of the demons heard of him and what a threat he was to the dark realms, and he was going to bring enlightenment to people, which would be bad for all the demons in the world. So he got his armies of demons. Of course, I'm paraphrasing this, so don't quote me, but all the demons in the world, all these armies to come against him and to kill him, and they threw battle axes, archery, everything. They threw every possible weapon at the Buddha, but because of who he was, because of where he was in his journey, and knew himself to be light, it was like this bubble of light around him, and everything that hit that boundary turned into flowers, which just showered at his feet. He could not be harmed. He could not be touched. So when you're going through your week, think about, remember that you are love. Remember that you are basically light, and that nothing can harm you. Physically, things can happen, but there's always that. There's always a higher reality of who you are that you don't. There's a part of you that's beyond time and space, that is immortal, that is invulnerable, that cannot be harmed. So, and another thing this week with Armadillo, remember that when you remember that you're protected, when you remember that you are automatically armored just from who you are, that you have these natural protections in place, and that you can curl up in a ball at any moment, that you're protected enough to be able to just curl in a ball, put the light around you, and be safe. This allows you the courage to be able to go further into your fears, further into places you may not have ventured before. Armadillo is good at encouraging us to stand up to someone, put yourself out there, because the real truth is that it's not about you versus them. And it's about who you are and expressing that true self. That you are the center of your universe. You are the creator of your universe. And only those things that fit in your life, fit with who you are, can come to you. And I know I'm mixing up a whole bunch of different laws of attraction and New Age thought and all kinds of stuff, but the truth is you are protected, and that there is an ultimate reality going on outside of what we can see. And so when you trust that, you know that you're protected. You know that no matter what comes to you, you have what it takes to get through it. So, and sometimes it is okay to curl up in a ball. When you have a run-in with someone, maybe they, emotionally or even physically do some harm to you, it's okay to curl up in a ball and to cry and to mourn and to grieve and to take care of yourself and to heal yourself. We all have that softness and that hardness to us. We all have the light and the dark, the yin and the yang. And so sometimes that's what that hardness is for, sometimes, is to protect the softness. So don't be afraid to cry. Don't be afraid to go home and take care of yourself. Take a bath. Do what soothes you, what heals you. Because the universe wants you to be happy. The universe wants you to be whole and well. And what you can do. So when you do those things, by taking care of yourself, you actually are taking care of the universe, because the stronger you are, the more empowered you are, the more empowered the world is. We need more empowered people. So take care of yourself. That's the main message this week. Take care of yourself. Use those boundaries, and don't be afraid to approach something that you're afraid of. Don't be afraid to approach something, and also know that it's okay not to. That there's no one pushing you. There's only you know what your path is. And it's okay to say no. And it's okay to not engage. It's okay to pull back and to say, no, I'm not going to have that conversation right now, or whatever it is. That's taking care of yourself. That's setting up boundaries. Boundaries are healthy. Boundaries are necessary. You don't want to set walls because walls crumble. Walls are immovable and they fall and they break and they get knocked over. Boundaries are healthy and organic and flexible, and you can breathe through boundaries. You can't breathe through walls. The armadillo's armor is skin, and it's breathable, it's flexible. We don't want to be so hard that we're unbendable. So remember that. Be flexible, but be strong in yourself. Know that everything that you feel is correct, everything that you feel is valid, and that you don't have to justify yourself. Have those boundaries up in yourself that you don't owe anyone a justification or an explanation for who you are, what you believe. And boom, that's setting a boundary. So take care of yourself this week. Be good to yourself and nurture that softness, that soft belly of yours. Do yourself some good things. Take time to yourself, take a bath, read a book, just be gentle. And it's that gentleness that allows you to be strong at the same time. There is strength in gentleness. There is strength in innocence. So take care of yourself, and I will see you next week. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.